Hey folks, it says we are in fact live on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and get prepared to turn off that sound thing that I got to do for you guys in the YouTube area. There we go. Got that clicked. And welcome to the Mañana morning check-in. And today is November 4th, 2020. It's a little late in the day, a little past morning, I would say. But I did want to check in with you. I did want to go ahead and post my daily post here. I had a really good afternoon. Actually went and did some mountain biking. First time in 3 weeks I've actually pedaled. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you know how important the fitness side of things is to me and making sure I stay active, on the bike and doing what I can. I'm in my 50s and I want to, take care of myself, be around for the kiddos, right? And so did a little climb up Skyline, had a good time, met a really nice young lady. She was hiking and jogging, and I passed her, she passed me. I passed her, she passed me. In my defense, my back was killing me. I had to keep stopping and stretching my back. And I told her, I said, hey, you're going to pass me 3 or 4 more times. So don't think I'm weird. I'm just stretching out. Right. And then at the 3 mile mark going up the trail, we'd stopped and chatted. And her and her boyfriend are new to doing some of the hikes in the area. And it was pretty cool to see because, it's one of the benefits of COVID. Hi, babe.
Is it cold enough to put this up there?
Sure.
Are you in your meeting now?
I am on a meeting. It's video.
Okay.
And so that's one of the cool benefits of COVID, right? Is that, somebody's actually starting to get some exercise. That transitioned into what was going to be a meeting for getting started with biking later this evening. And the whole getting started with biking course is something that I'm super, super excited about because I was doing the Great Cycle Challenge and there was this group of like 15,000 people that were in there and they would ask all kinds of questions. And so we would, go in, answer the questions and try and help people and add value to people as you can. But I started thinking 15,000 people trying to use a Facebook page and posting up questions that get posted over and over and over again and that get answered in different ways. And I thought, what if there was a course? What if there was what if, I just built a getting started with biking course and, proactively answered a lot of these questions for folks. So I put it out to them. I said, hey, if I made a course, would you guys be interested in it? I couldn't believe it. In like 4 or 5 hours, I had like 500 people that were like, yeah, absolutely. I want to be a part of that. And then I even got people that said they would want to help build the courses. Now, herding these cats and getting them all onto a Zoom call together to do some planning and make it happen, make it a reality is more difficult than I anticipated. I'll admit that. But, I'm also kind of a content freak. Like I can build a course out. I'm not going to say overnight, but I mean, I can build one pretty quick. So I've already got 4 lessons up. There's roughly about 30 lessons I really want to cover. And then, of course, I'm sure there's 100 lessons, that could be added over time. But for the next Great Cycle Challenge, I would love to have this course done. And for people that aren't part of the Great Cycle Challenge, I'll sell it to them. $64, get you access for 2 years, get you all the information you need about, road biking, mountain biking, BMX, and all that. And from a beginner's perspective, not insulting people or trying to tell people, how to win the Tour de France, right? Because some people just want to go for a ride in the park. And so I really think that there's some good value in that. So I've been working on that. The other project is going really, really well. Got a meeting on Monday. I believe it's Monday. Got a meeting on Monday with someone to go over some of the details of the project, give them kind of a walking tour of it, right? This is how customers will come into the site. This is how people will establish their products within the site. And this is how people can promote their products, both internally and externally with the site. And if that goes as well as I think it's going to go, then we may be further along in this thing than others had anticipated we would be at this time. I think I'm ahead of schedule a little bit. Now, obviously, people might have other concerns that I don't foresee. So that's the glory of adding people to your circle and making sure that you are on point. I say that like in the nicest way, right? Me and Greg Kettner, we talk periodically on the phone. Used to be once a week. Now it's every couple of weeks. That was interesting. But me and Greg Kettner, he's a comic, he's a comedian, he's a professional speaker on adding humor to the workplace. He's someone that I can bounce off of, right? And he can bounce off of me. Um, there's other professionals. I really like Andrew Eggleton down in Australia. I really like David Gambrell for digital marketing stuff. Chris Badgett is just a wellspring of information and opportunity for me with the Lifter LMS team. And so, when I look at things I'm doing or ideas I have, I like to meter them with the brains of others involved. And so for me, it's a lot of fun to try and make that happen. So that's kind of it for today. I did want to voice my disappointment in um, not achieving what I wanted to with the Getting Started with Biking course. But here's the deal. Um, I just need to forge forward. I just need to make it happen on my own, right? And if people want to join the team, if people want to add, they want to contribute along the way, fantastic. I need to take it as the blessing it is when the blessing comes. That's part of the thing about working with volunteers. When you work with volunteers, you don't always know that you're going to get what you wanted, right? I can think of when I volunteered for First Baptist Church in Albuquerque. I can think of when I volunteered for Sagebrush Community Church in Albuquerque. I can think about the work I'm doing now with Olive Branch Community Church in here in Southern California. And I know that when it's time for me to do my thing, I am in, right? I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to move forward. But that's me. That's me. And that's not what a lot of other people do. In fact, I'm very close to some that would, get excited, sign up. And then when it comes time to, when the proof is in the pudding time, right? When it's time to do something, go, I just don't feel like going tonight, or I just don't want to go to that meeting right now. And unfortunately, that is really common right now. COVID has really taken the steam out of a lot of people. Some people, it's invigorated. Other people, it's just really taken the steam out of them. And, if you're on the fence, you're not sure where you are, and I'm talking to you right now, then I would beg for you to feel that steam, right? Get motivated, tackle something, get a sense of accomplishment, move on to the next thing. But those are my words of wisdom for today. Again, this is Wednesday. It is November 4th. It is the day after the election. I've put this up a couple of times, and I'll share it here now. And it even came up on my wife's Facebook feed today. She had put a comment up on Facebook, and it wasn't left or right, actually. It was just kind of, mainstream, like, I hope everyone voted kind of thing. And then someone said, oh, does Trump really represent your values? And it was like, wow, where's this coming from? The election's over, right? Water under the bridge. You can't change it. If you've already cast your vote, you've cast your vote. Now it's up to people to count it and figure out what's what. And people are going to argue, is it legit? Is it not legit? But here's what I want to do. Can we just count, accept it, move on, try and figure out how we're going to take steps forward and get through and tiptoe around this thing and get where we got to go moving forward. There's no sense in haggling over who's right, who's wrong, who's left, who's right. We're stuck with whatever the result is. And we got to figure out as a society, as a community, how we're going to move forward through this. And so, I'll tell you right now, I'm already expecting to not be happy with the result, but I'm not gonna like flip a police car over and light it on fire because I'm upset, right? It's like, no, it's just another day. We'll have to figure out what's next. I'm going to keep looking for contracts, looking for work, opportunities for public speaking, building some training and membership sites, and forging forward with that which I know will help me pay the bills for my family. And I just pray that that's the same for you. So I hope you have a good one. I love you. Take care of yourself. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow.